And now for something completely different. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. My name is Brian. Oh, you made it. We made it. It's Friday, and there's a long weekend, I think. So the best way to celebrate that fact is to drink as copious amounts of whiskey. I mean, just drink whiskey responsibly. Just drink responsibly. Do that. I'm going to set up everything now and say those things out loud so it seems as if I know what I'm doing. There we go. Everything is set. This evening, afternoon, is going to be a blind MGP flight. So this is another one of those situations where it's like, I'm going to pour a bunch of whiskey. I have no idea what any of it is. I hope it tastes good. And more importantly, I've done just about everything you aren't supposed to do before you drink whiskey. I had wine earlier today. I had a burger. I had fries. I had caramelized onions. It's great. I had all the things I'm probably not supposed to eat before you do a flight. Oh, well, happens that way all the time. I'm not sure why. I also didn't prepare properly. I got these out of the package and then I forgot they had this plastic tape stuff on top. These are donated by the Lifetime channel, the YouTube channel, the Whiskey Tube channel. Whoa, my brain. If I seem a little more groggy than usual today, it's because I am. This is the kind of thing that happens when me forgets to take his medication at night and then wakes up in the morning and goes, oh, shit. I forgot to take my medication last night. Now it feels like there is a weight in my skull right around here. Just pulling me forward and making me want to lie down and sleep. I'm not doing that, though. Yet. After this stream, people should head over to Treb's channel, the Bourbon Wrench. He is celebrating 3,000 subscribers or something in like a year. I'm clearly doing something wrong. I don't have the clickbait. I know. I don't feel like I want to make clickbait. I know it'll get more subscribers, but I just don't like it. I know that's the way to get subscribers. I know. I'll get on it. I have to think of topics I enjoy. Like I like talking about my best bourbons for your dollar or something. Because I can do that easy enough, and I know what I buy typically, regularly. One of them's Eagle Rare, so that does pose a problem. I can see myself doing that this month. Maybe. Emphasis on maybe. But either way, no one's missing out here. This is the exciting part, I know, when I unravel these. They're very well packaged. They got here very safely. And I thank Dan and Julie for sending these. And with them, it's always something interesting. Like, I have no idea what this is going to be, other than MGP. And I found I do enjoy MGP so far. I know most, Smoke Wagon is the first thing that comes to mind, among other things. There's got to be another one. I know there's more than just one MGP that I like. I'm forgetting what it is, unfortunately. Let me know what's in your glass or cup or mug or whatever you're drinking out of. Let me know what is your beverage of choice this evening, I believe. Oh, I forgot. Zenboot, I saw you. Oh, my brain doesn't want to work at all. How do I do this? Chat. There we go. Zenboot is starting off with a main rye before a 3 bourbon flight. Ooh, 3 bourbon flight. Yeah. Sounds pretty good to me. I am starting with lots of bourbons, I think. It's MGP, so I don't really know. I assume it's all bourbon. But MGP does some weird stuff sometimes. So who knows? But knowing the likes, they sent me some crazy stuff in all likelihood. If you weren't here for last Sunday, which seems like a very little while ago, they were on as guests. Was it Sunday? I think it was. Oh my gosh, my brain. But anyway, we had a lovely time. I drank some rather expensive whiskey, which I don't want to say I kind of expected, but I did. Dan and Julie have quite the collection, as their channel will show you. They have 1,000 subscribers as well. I know there are things to do to get to 1,000 subs. I'm just not doing them yet. Hello, sir. Yes, happy Friday. Schwelcome. I'm so tired. I know it's not what you're supposed to say when you start a stream. You're like, happy to be here, everyone. It's going to be a great week. I can't. That's exhausting. If I did that at the beginning of this, I would be, well, I'd have a shorter stream. It'd be an hour. I'd just be done. Ugh. But for the way I slowly drink my whiskey, especially with blind flights like this, well, I take my time. I don't feel like feeling rushed. Plus, no one else, well, there are a few people who have been going on earlier. I know Whiskey Nose was doing stuff just before I popped onto my stream here. He's chugging along. He's going to catch up to me. Actually, I figured Cheech is going to catch up to me first. There have been so many channels that have passed me. It's great. Great for my esteem. At what level there is. That's okay. I've said before. I keep telling myself, reminding myself every time I start to think this way, is I'm going to enjoy the time that I am under 1,000 subscribers, because it seems like things shift dramatically when you get to 1,000 subscribers. And I've already made some promises, like some kind of merch. I don't know if I'll ever do coins, because that is just something that both I understand and I don't like. It's like, I know I have a number of coins right here. I have at least, let's see, 1, 2, 3. It's got to be more than that. 4. So I have Whiskey Vault coins. I have It's Bourbonite coins. I have Aquavite coins. And I got this one when I won something. This is a mash and drum topper. It's kind of neat. Speaking of which, I should probably grab some of these. Should have probably thought of it earlier. There was a reason I rambled on to that. And it was so I could use them. If I got coins, I'd want something similar to this. Maybe not, that doesn't tell you anything. It's metal. It's a metal coin. But it also has this nice little lip. I can't show you this easily. Whiskey Tribe. You see there's a lip right there. And it goes right on the top. And that was a little jangly. Doesn't come right off like many of the other ones do. Down to Pass Whiskey. Hello, sir. Oh, let's see. 1, 2. I guess I'll use these two. And I'll use one of each since I have them all. Merchandise is something I want to think about when I get to 1,000. If I get to 1,000. When I get to 1,000. When it happens. Takes so much energy to convince myself of that. I don't know why. It'll happen. All I have to do is change my channel to reaction videos. I'll be there in like a week. That's not what I want. That's not what I want at all. Okay, here's me putting the coin and toppers on top of the Glencairns before I poured the whiskey. Okay. It's off to a great start. I'm telling myself I'm looking forward to drinking these. That is true. I am. I have a limited range with the MGP, I think, thus far. Other than Smoke Wagon, that's, as I said a moment ago, one that pops into my head immediately. Although, there have been a couple where I've thought they're MGP. Well, that's only when I look up the info. I've done videos where it's like clearly indicating from Indiana. What was it? Magnolia? Sure. One of the ones I did just a little bit ago. All right. For those of you who are new here, probably nobody, but as always, I have organized this in such a lovely way. We have Andalusia. That class has the A for Andalusia. A. Drink more bourbon. B. It's bourbon night. B. And of course, Whiskey Vault for C. That doesn't make any sense. That's the glass I have. So C. And then the regular old Glencairn has D. A D. And that is going to go from my right to the left, which is your left to your right, I think. Video is a fun platform, I gotta say. All right, here we go. Pouring the whiskeys all at once, just a little bit. I gotta, function a little bit after this. I'm just gonna pop in and say how to trip. I don't know what he's doing actually. I probably should have asked him. Probably should have asked if he's doing anything exciting. I believe he's doing a giveaway or something. I don't know. It's a day. It's one of those days where I just don't function. Although, if you follow my Instagram, linked down below, under all this scrolly stuff, I went to a vineyard, which I shouldn't have done because I drink wine. Should have messed up my palate a bit, I imagine. Oh. Slightly noticeable color difference between the first and the second one here. I should have poured less. I was like, oh, pour more in the first one. No, you should have poured less in the second one, Brian. Oh, okay. I have to remind myself that I'm drinking lots of whiskey. It's about 2 ounces at least in each. Oh, I spilled some down. On my hand. It's fine. I'll just... No. Hear the music next door. Hopefully you can't. Oops. Hello. I mentioned I didn't take my medication last night. I took it this morning, for anyone who's wondering. I have to take it twice a day. Further proof that I'm a madman. I mean that I've got issues to say the least, but I'm manageable. Manageable. All right, here we go. I need to move these in front. I do hope someday in the distant future, most likely, I have a better setup. Because although I like this setup, it's my webcam and everything. I like the idea of everyone being able to see what I'm doing with my hand. I like Mash and Drum and a number of other Whiskey Tube people have it so you can see exactly what they're doing and they can show you, like ABC. With this, it's more of a little guesswork on your part, and especially if you're just coming in when I'm just in the middle of this. No one really knows what's what, and they usually have to ask. That's all right. I'm not too worried about answering that question more than once. And I try to say what I'm picking up. So, here we go. My neck. Every day. All right, going with A. The end, lose your glass. Let's see what we got. Whoa. I got the clean glass issue. These are all clean glassware, unfortunately. Sometimes I can tell. This is a spicy one, like baking spices, crazy galore. So I'm getting cinnamon and brown sugar. Something else. What is that? I'm not sure if it's peppermint. Wesley Zeller, hello. Welcome, sure. Welcome. We're going through our MGP blind flight. Or the royal we. I am going through the MGP blind that was sent to me by the likes. I have another one, which is going to be done maybe next month. It's National Bourbon Heritage Month. Wow. It's National Bourbon Heritage Month. I have to focus a lot to speak right now. And I have a 5-pack of Johnny Walker Black, which I'd like to try them against each other just to see what's what. I imagine I'm going to like one of them specifically, but I won't say what yet. What the hell? I hope that music's not picking up. Can you hear any background music? Tell me no. I mean, tell me yes if you can. Because next door, I can't do anything about it. God. It seems like it has rye in it. Oh, it's weird. That's weird to feel that way. I don't normally have that happen, but there was something distinctly eucalyptus there. Yeah. If anything, this helps me pick out the differences. I believe this is my favorite thing with blinds and in general, just doing flights of stuff. You compare and contrast which you're not normally doing when you're just drinking one whiskey at a time. You're just trying to think about it a little bit and enjoying it. Yeah, that's second. B. Number B is reminding me of rye. So that's interesting. Number C. Oh, hello. I like this one. It's not as spicy as the first one. It's got more of a caramel thing going on. I did find something interesting about earlier today. Oh, JD's having some fun weather. JD says, can't hear much, but you, raining so hard I can't see across the street. 4 o'clock Florida rain shower is late today. Oh, yes, that does happen. I've been to Florida a few times, and there was always that passing storm that just drenches everything and then walks away. All right. So whatever this one is, number C, I like this one. This one's got just a touch of sweetness to it. It's a little more caramel forward, a little more brown sugar going on. I don't like super sweet bourbons, but there was a noticeable thing that happened to me earlier today when I was sipping on some wine. They did a wine flight. So what I'm saying is I've been drinking all day. No, they're reasonable pours, and there was only 4 of them, kind of like now, but not alcohol, not straight alcohol. Oh yeah, I like whatever this is. I can tell you that right now. It's putting me in a better mood. Oh, too close, too close. Ah. Oh, that makes me want to drink that one immediately. All right, so the lineup so far. First one, cinnamon forward, spicy. I almost want to say it feels like a higher proof. Not sure about that. Number B felt like it was, or smelled like it was kind of a rye, something rye about it. Instead of saying something's wrong about it, there's something rye about it. I should tell that to Whiskey Mountains. Whenever you're not sure, there's something rye about this. I don't like it. Okay. I do like rye, by the way. I know Whiskey Mountains does not. And I got to be in her stream recently. Yesterday? What day is it? Friday. Yes, Wednesday. Woo. Having a day. Number D. We all love the D. Here we go. Hello, wait a minute. God, I don't like the fact that I can smell clean glassware. Most of you may understand what that is. It's very annoying. I put my stuff in the dishwasher, and for whatever reason, it just has this clean smell to it. It's not bad, but it gets in the way initially. It's nice to know they're clean, but still, I don't want to smell that. Probably get a new cleaning stuff for the dishwasher. I'm getting perplexed. Kerflummoxed? That's a better word. Kerflummoxed. This one smells very similar to the one I just... Hang on. It helps to have the caps on just so I don't get too confused. And, of course, the different glassware, but... All right. John McCowan, hello, sir. Welcome to the madness of watching Mustache Man get confused by many whiskeys at once. What this is, officially. There's something... All right, I'm going to do rapid fire now. I should probably just take the the toppers off for a moment. But I could tell there was something different about A, B, and C. Those 3 seemed like they were distinctly different in some little way. But C and D are messing me up because they feel very similar. It's like C is softer, Makes sense because it's smell, but that's what it is. It's tamer. It's not as I don't want to use that word. Effervescent? No, it's not as strong as D. And D is almost a little more, only slightly more aggressive. Yeah, almost. I could guess, and everything is a guess here. D is a higher proof, perhaps. Maybe the same mash blend, mash bill, mash blend. Oh, a mash bill. Wow. But I do know one thing, and I want to drink them all. That's certain. And now I'm like C is the one I really enjoyed the smell of, and now it's between C and D immediately. Where I'm just going back and forth, thinking, getting Turk, hello, welcome. You're not late. No one's late. You get here precisely when you mean to, as they say. Yes, this is a blind flight of MGP. I don't know what any of them are, other than it's whiskey, I hope. It was sent by the likes, the like time. They were here on Sunday. Oh, if it weren't for the fact that I record everything and upload it to YouTube, I would have no idea what I did last week, a couple days ago. I'm trying to remember what I did on Tuesday. And it's blurry. I kind of remember what I did yesterday. I know I had the anniversary stream on Wednesday. And I got to hang out with Whiskey Mountains on her stream. That I remember. Mostly. But when I don't take my medication just once, it really throws things off. I'm forgetful enough as it is. And I don't take my meds by accident. It wasn't a choice. I just thought I did, and I woke up the next day and I was like, hey, I didn't. Cool. Oi. What? Oh, no. Don't do that. Okay. I was afraid I was going to get that note I don't like for a moment. There was something almost black licorice about the first one, so now everything's being thrown out of proportion. But it wasn't actual black licorice. Maybe red licorice? It feels better. I don't like either of those, by the way. I don't mind black licorice because I used to do, Jaeger bombs every now and then back in my younger days. We're talking 20-something. What are they called? Jaeger bombs? Is that what it was? It's like Jägermeister and Red Bull or something. They were not good, but they worked. They did the trick if you had about 6 of them. Ugh. Oh, yeah. Wow. Number B is distinctly making me think of Whistle Pig at the moment, which is weird. Which is really weird. I'll be very pleased if that is some, has a heavy rye influence of some sort, but again, these are blind. I have no idea. Ethan Turk says, the world runs on MGP. I would love to see numbers of the percentages of the NDPs are using MGP in their flagship lineups. That'd be kind of fun. I know not enough people actually say it. They'll just say it's imported from or distilled in Indiana, that kind of thing. It sucks for the distillers who are in Indiana who are not MGP. What are you going to do? Oof. God, these are shapeshifters. That's what's going on here. As soon as I think I know what one smells like, I go back, smell the others, and by the time I get back to the one I thought I liked, it's not the same. And they're all capped. That's what's bugging me. It would help at some point if I could find out exactly what's causing the I don't know a good way to say this. Okay, I'm assuming it's the alcohol. You know how you get your nose too far into a glass and all of a sudden it's like a sharp thing, you know. It just kind of goes into overload and says, "Get away!" No, I don't like that. And you do that, just like, sharp. No, like ethanol or the vapors. I suppose you'd put it, cause an issue there. And I don't know if that's a quantifier for high proof or not for me, because it'd be good to know. Because with a lot of the 45% and such, I can do that all day long without any issue. But with these ones, a few of them, I get too close and it just, no. Don't mind me. If you want to know which one I'm on, just ask. I'll tell you. I am trying to go back and forth. Like I go A to D, A to D. Ouch. You and me. Scott Moody says, "Cheers, y'all. Hello, sir." Oh, you'll have to pardon my lower than usual energy. As I've been saying to anyone who's stick around, I forgot to take my medication last night. That always causes problems. Took it this morning though, but definitely forgot last night. The way I can describe it to people, it's as if there's a bowling ball of some sort, just kind of here inside my head and kind of pulling me forward. It's right behind my eyes. It almost sucks. I don't get it. I don't like it. Katie Turk, hello. Welcome. Welcome. Double trouble. Ethan Turk says, "Do you know if they are all from NDP or if they are Remus Roosevelt mixed in?" I have no idea what any of them are, other than what's on the label here. All it told me was MGP goodness. That's it. I know nothing. Oh. Okay. Let's get on to the drinking, shall we? I'm sure I'll feel better once I start drinking. It's probably not a good thing to say out loud. Anyway. Going on with number A. Stop smelling it, goddamn it. Oh. Takes a second. Well, let's keep in mind. Whoop. Even body is an amazing thing. For anyone wondering what the hell I'm doing, I usually wait until there's a burning sensation right about here. That's about it. Right there. Yeah. This is the good stuff. I had wine earlier today, so I thought it might not happen, but it did a little bit. That one drank real spicy as well, but not like aggressive. And we're talking about number A. Spicy on the nose, spicy on the palate, but kind of quick. Like, I know I just had something spicy, but it just was gone. Hang on. Try that one more time. I'm assuming Dan labeled them. All right. This is a little more brown sugar now, but it's still heavy baking spice. And the cinnamon is toned down a bit, thankfully. Not a huge fan of cinnamon. Although I am still trying to get there to be a cinnamon war between my channel and Shelf Turds, where they promote the Fireball so much, as some of you may know, and I promote the hell's the thing I like. I don't really like it, but in my day, in my young years, there was no Fireball. There was just Goldschlager. So Goldschlager is clearly superior to Fireball. I don't like either of them. But I like the idea of saying, hey, Fireball sucks. Goldschlager is better, because that is definitely not my demeanor on anything. Drink whatever you want. I mean, unless it's poison, don't do that. Well, technically alcohol is poison. Never mind. Okay, it's tamer now. Well, yeah, it's mild. Like it's spicy, but its initial kick of spice, typical tingly tongue sensation. And it lingers for a little bit. And it goes away. Like completely. Right now, it's gone. Just left. Because this is a One Punch Man shirt. I didn't think anyone realized that. One Punch. I've been thinking about getting the Opie shirt too, because I think it's hilarious. And if any of you know what that means, well. Right, going on to number B. And another little caveat reminder thing. I did all the things you're not supposed to do before tasting today. I had wine, I had a burger, it had onions on it, caramelized onions, which I made myself, by the way. It was rough. Cheese. What else? Potato bun. I had Old Bay fries. They weren't fries, it was potato. That was made into a fry, sort of baked. Oh yeah, and the sauce, like mustard, ketchup, and mustard mixed together with Old Bay powder seasoning inside it to make it something. It wasn't my idea. He just told me how to do it, so I did. So a lot of weird things were eaten today and drank. So I can't be certain of anything at the moment. On to number B. This is the one I feel like is rye-esque. Yeah. It's eucalyptus. That's one of the few things I can pinpoint because of the fact that for a long time, I switch every now and then, but for the longest time, I was buying the cheap-ass CVS store brand eucalyptus mint mouthwash. So eucalyptus and me are familiar, even though I don't think I've ever actually seen nor been near a eucalyptus tree of any sort. It's more of a California thing. Yeah, the only thing I'm thinking here is eucalyptus, and it's reminding me of Whistle Pig. So that's bizarre. There's a heavy rye influence in this, or my name isn't Bob Newhart. There you go. Some people here don't know who that is. That'll be hilarious. It's like the most random ass name I just said. All right, taste time. It's gotta have some rye in it. Right. Burning going down. What a surprise! Again, this one isn't spicy. Surprisingly, it's a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. Oh, thank you to anyone who's been promoting the channel or talking it up. I know, like yesterday, there was a weird, what do I call it? Weird circumstances. Suddenly, I think I was talked about momentarily on Aquavite's stream because he was doing the story stuff, and I didn't get to see most of that. I went out, had dinner / lunch with my parents around 4-ish, so I didn't get to see much of that. And Drums and Drabs, he was talking about stuff he's doing, getting married and such, and he's going to be on my stream later this month, probably. We have a date set. It was possibly like yesterday, or no, today. It's possibly going to be today, but again, he's got like real life stuff and that kind of madness going on. Getting married does a lot of stuff. Katie Turk, Zen Bood is star of the week on Off Right, from what he told me earlier. Okay. Yep. There's something right about that. Is that what I said earlier? Something rye? Oh, or something rye with that. Instead of wrong, rye. Get it? Something wrong with that. Something right with that. Someone write that down. I'm not going to remember that. There. I typed it into Google. I can remember it, which I won't. I'll just look at it and be like, what the hell? By the by, if you didn't catch my little blip on my Facebook, or if you're on the Patreon, I didn't post it in Patreon, but I did post it on the Patreon Discord. So if you haven't joined the Patreon yet, and you want to support the channel / me, mostly, there's a link below. It's $5 a month, so you can buy me a cup of coffee every month, or a latte, actually. Well, I don't know. In some places, a cup of coffee might be $5. I hope not. Hell, I don't like paying more than $2 for my coffee, but I always do. I'm kind of addicted to caffeine. It sucks. Helps me focus, I promise. All right, I'm still fairly convinced that B has some rye in it, at the very least. It's got to be some kind of MGP rye mix. A, spicy. Like cooking, baking spicy. But quick. Like, it's very quick progression. Same with this second one, the B. They're all very ish. So taste it, it'll come and it'll go. It doesn't have a long finish at all, and the flavor doesn't linger. Oh, there we go. On to number C. This is the one I enjoyed the smell of initially. Now, Crop Whiskey, hello. Welcome. I want a nap. I won't lie to you. But I also didn't get enough sleep last night, probably. I've been having trouble sleeping again. I keep saying, if you watch my streams for a while, and then I'm realizing I only started doing streams probably less than a year ago. Maybe almost a year ago. No, less than a year. I don't think I started streaming until maybe September. I don't really recall. What was my point? Point is, seasonal changes for people with my conditions, we'll say, always mess me up. So every time it goes from summer to autumn, my sleep gets even more wonky. Every time it goes from autumn to winter, happens. When it happens, winter to summer, like 4 times a year, my sleeping pattern just goes really AWOL. It's bad. It's always been bad. It's never been normal. There have been times where I did it normal. It still wasn't normal. I would stay up till 1 or 2 in the morning and then wake up at 7. No, I'd wake up before 7 so I could get to work by 7:30. That sucked. I did not enjoy any of that. But it's happening again, I guess is what I'm saying. I don't think I actually fell asleep till 3 a.m. last night. But oh well. I have whiskey, at least. Ouch. K-Turkey's a blind. It is a straight up blind. I have no idea what any of these are. It was sent by Light Time. It's the only thing I know. And they labeled it MGP goodness. So I assume it's good. I hope. Okay, I do kind of like this one better. This is C again. It's a little sweeter and got a little more caramel notes. So for our first one, or A, cinnamon baking spices. B, I would label it some kind of rye. C has got more caramel notes and it smells a little sweeter because of that. Ah, yeah, this is nice. All right, take a sip. Okay. Ooh. I like that. That was not too intense. It does seem like it's a higher proof. Maybe not higher than these first two, but that's like, I'm thinking of hot chocolate, and caramel and whipped cream. Maybe that's just because I was talking about winter. I don't know. It doesn't take much for my brain to go off. Bourbon, epic mustache has been detected. Thank you, sir. Welcome. I'm still tired. Oh, please let me know what you're drinking, if anything. whatever it may be, water, vodka, White Claw, whatever. I'm curious. I like to see what people start the night out with. I'm gonna have a cider later. I will have to. Oh God, what was it? I don't have a thing. I enjoy ciders. I enjoy hard ciders a lot. Someone recommended one. Oh, it's my phone. Hold on. Who's getting sidetracked? Not me. Don't worry. Ooh. Okay. I'll say this and I'll be wrong. I'm happy to be wrong. I hope C is Smoke Wagon. That would be cool. Again, I have no idea what it is. But it would be nice if it was. I realize I have I have the rest of the Light Time sample from Sunday in front of me still, and I don't want to get it mixed up with what I have. So let's just put those over there. They're not finished either. Those are expensive pours. I did finish off the Pappy 15 last night for Drums and Drams as a little toast to his wedding. Twirl. Doesn't take much. K-Trix's all solid pours warmed up with JD Rye. Pick did a Woodford batch proof to start. Has some others on deck. C920 is amazing. Last time I checked. David Basie, hello, welcome. Schwelcome. Okay, right now we have C as the runner-up, or the top dog, or the preference. I don't want to give it a rating. I have to. I'll give it a 1 through 4, as always. I feel like I should go backwards, though. So I should say which one is not my favorite first, and then end up with the one that seems to be. Right now, C is up there. And I'm still kind of debating over A and B, but we haven't tried D yet. And D smelled very similar to C. Man, this is complicated. And I'm trying to keep track of it. It's not even cool. Oh, yeah, please remember to like and subscribe and ding that bell and join the Patreon and tell your friends. As Bourbon says right there, I have 26. I keep saying we only have 26 more subs until I hit 500, and I can finally open up Angel's Envy that's in there right behind me. Right there. Oh, all right. Going on D. All right. Sorry, I got lost for a minute. I still smell the damn clean glass. Oh, yeah, this one's still similar to the C. Oh, this could be Smoke Wagon for all I know. None of them can be Smoke Wagon for all I know. I'm just hoping one is because I like Smoke Wagon. Apparently. But I was sipping water. I don't think I did. I'm professional. Okay. Here we go. Woo-hoo. Sorry. Oh. That was a spicy one, too. It seemed kind of dry. It is kind of dry. That was nice, too. It's giving me this weird dark chocolate thing. Well, this is a dilemma. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, Jim. And also, hello, welcome. I don't know why I have Mario on the brain right now, but I do for some reason. Let's go. It doesn't take much for that song to get stuck in my head. That's probably one of my earliest memories, or one of the early memories I have is playing Nintendo with the original. Because I was a kid when it came out. Yay. And it was amazing. I can't see myself playing those kind of games now. Those games would piss me off a lot. Those side scrollers when you die instantly. Oh. or almost instantly if you have the big mushroom or the fire flower, all that cool stuff. Dun, 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 star, invincibility star. Creaky chair, hello. It's me, KillCo. Give me all the whiskey. Stop it. I'm not gonna keep doing that. Okay. So, problem. These are all good. I feel like the one that's going to be at the bottom at the moment is B. At the moment. Simply because it's reminding me way too much of a rye. And not that I don't like ryes, but in the midst of these other ones, it sticks out and not in a positive way. Just because I know it feels like a rye to me. It might not be. It might be something else. It might be a mint julep. I have no idea. But it's freaking me out a little bit. It's funny, I put it in the bourbon night glass too. So, no, that's eucalyptus all day, every day. And it's weirding me out. Hard to handle. I have to hear it, Zen Bood. That's my problem with music, is I have to hear the tune. I had this happen today, by the by, and I'll clue you guys in on a very talented young lady, just for the sake of, welcome to my mind situations. I'll see if I can find it right quick, and I'll post the link for all of you to listen to. First of all, it's in Japanese, so if you don't like Japanese singing or you don't like the Japanese language, what is wrong with you? Also, I gotta remember the name of it now. I found it on Spotify. The one thing that scares me and makes me think I'm more like a computer than a person is you can go on like Google Assistant and stuff and say, hey, what is this song? And then it'll listen, and all you have to do is hum a few bars, literally, and it'll find it, usually. In general, that's the idea. It did that today, and that was scary because I could just remember the name of it, and it was in Japanese, and I knew I heard it before. So it was this little like, okay, what is this? Why don't this? I was at the coffee shop and I heard it. It must have been on Spotify or Pandora or something. But I think it was called Say So. Gotta be. On a pass, what'd you get me? I'm joking. But also, what did you get? I'm just curious. There we go. Apparently another lady sang this song or made this song originally. But the young lady who covered it is very talented. But you also have to like the sound of Japanese speaking or singing. I don't know. I don't understand it myself. But I am wearing a One Punch shirt, so this is the best time. I need to let you know I like anime and watch the viewer count just drop. There you go. Give that a listen at some point. Not right now, but you can. I won't stop you. But she's very good. And that song came on randomly while I was out and about. That was the weird thing. I was out getting coffee, and this song was playing in the background, and I'm going, wait a minute. I know this. How the hell do I know this? It's in Japanese. Why is this playing right now? It was a very confusing moment for me. But on the plus side, it made me remember that, hey, I like that song. And also that I didn't have it saved with a little heart on Spotify. Bonus to anyone who's curious, if you are on my Spotify, wow. If you're on my Patreon, if you're a patron of my Patreon, I do have a Spotify playlist so you can peruse my musical tastes and how utterly chaotic they are, should you wish to do so. All right, I'll go back to front again. I'm going back to A. Who's distracted? No, leave me alone. I'm back to A. I'm going to go through all these again. Smell and sip. Sip. No. Oh, it's in there. It's in there a little bit. That weird funk, that wood funk is the best way I can put it. Did I get on some bourbons? I'm finding it ever so faintly. ever so faintly an A, and I thought I had that same thing earlier. But it's kind of buried. Like I have to, I'll either it'll just show up and then disappear. Oh, that's so weird. Why is it doing that? I didn't take a sip. What am I doing? I feel like I've had that before. No, it's too spicy. The only thing I'm playing in my head right now is Guess the Smoke Wagon, and considering I've only had that twice, maybe, it's going to be pretty hard for me to do. But in general, the idea here is which one do I like the most, as per my tastes, and then we'll find out at the end. I'll do a lineup of which is which. A isn't up there. I have one in my head already, to be clear, and I'm going off kind of initial gut reactions. I really like the smell of C initially, so that one's at the top at the moment. C and D are very similar, so D is second, and then A is third, and then B is fourth, simply because there's something rye about that. There's something rye about it. Something rye with it. In it, with it. Something wrong with it. Something rye with it. There we go. There's something rye with it. Just strange. I don't know enough about MGP either. It's just this moment of going, what? Oh, that's the other thing I should have checked. I'm too out of it today. I really am. But I know freaking... that song stuck in my head. Urban Wrench. See when he's going live. Well, I know when he's going live. I just want to see what he's doing. I think it's just a celebration of the same thing I did. Ooh. Well, if only I could do that. I would love to be able to do that someday, but I'm going to need some share support from Whiskey Tube. Trev's giving away a bottle. Well, it's a giveaway. So, Stag Junior 16 giveaway. Holy shit. God damn. I'm not there yet. Not yet. Right now, I'm even thinking of reducing giveaways to Sunday. I don't do them often. I've only done about 3. 2? 3? 3. 2 of them have been won by the same guy. Zen Dude, looking at you. I'm not complaining, but... So I may be doing one of those on Sunday. I don't know what else I'm doing on Sunday other than drinking bourbon. That's definitely going to be happening. I should not have thought about that song. Now it's in my brain forever again. Oh, raise of hands. I should probably ask this on Patreon. I was thinking of doing Twitch stuff just because I play a lot of games and I drink whiskey while playing games. So that might be a thing I do later on. It's unofficial. It's going to be very boring. I'm not going to be as interactive. So not to be distracted. But keep in mind, I may do some Twitch stuff later. We're trying to appease all the overlords at once, the YouTube overlords. Don't forget to lick the like button, or the YouTube overlords demand your thumbs. That's what I like to say. Everyone else says something weird, like lick the like button or smash the like button or whatever. Bourbon, it is Trev for his celebration thing after my stream. The pre-gaming that we're supposedly doing for his stream is he's got 3,000 subs in 1 year. Anyway, Mr. Whiskey should slow. I was saying earlier, I just have to make more clickbait bullshit. I know that. I've said this so many times. I think about how I'm not at 1,000 subscribers yet. I've been doing this for 2 years-ish. Well, like 1 year officially, but because I'm not doing the clickbait bullshit. And I know I should, but I don't like it. So it's more of a me problem than an actual YouTube algorithm thing. I'm not giving them the stuff they want to shove in front of people's faces. They don't want the mustache. No one wants the mustache. It's a lie. You guys are all here. I'm going to talk about lies and slander, but I hope so. That'd be nice. Oh my gosh, the song's stuck in my head now. Why did I do this to myself? It's a good song, though. All right. We're going to go backwards now. Since I've been going this way, I'm going to go from D to A. But right now, the official thing is that C is up front, D is second, A is third, B is fourth. And B is the one that stands out because it seems like a rye. Super heavy eucalyptus. It's weird. It's weirding me out a bit. You know what he's going to do? He's going to get drunk. And he's going to say, suck it a lot. And he's going to list a lot of names, probably. Something I thankfully don't have to do just yet. Someday. Oh, that's the other thing you get for being a patron. You get your name at the end of all the videos I do. I know, it's super special. Oh, that was empty. What was that? I don't remember. All right, D to A. Yeah, I think. Really? My brain just thought shoe polish. That's a weird one. I don't even know if I've ever smelled shoe polish. Made me thinking of wax. There's something peculiar about D. It's doing that thing. I'm not even that close. It's tweaking my nose out. This is the one that's dry. That's right. Not super dry. It's just kind of noticeable right up the front. While C seems generally sweet and tasty and friendly, and I like it. I still don't know what it is. I'm going to be very pleased when I find out. Oh, I didn't show you all, but these are the results. Again, MGP goodness. Sealed envelope. Don't know what any of it is. Now on to C. We're going backwards. Whiskey Samurai. Hello, sir. Welcome. Happy Friday. Yeah, we all made it. You're here. You're alive. We made it. One more week. It's a long weekend, I think. Again, the problem with not having a full-time job and being a bit of a recluse is I'm not always sure if there's a holiday. I think there is. There were a lot of people out today. It was a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this neighborhood. Son of a bitch, there's another song stuck in my head now. Be mine, could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you be? Won't you be? Please, won't you be my neighbor? Puts on cardigan. Is that what he put on? I forget. I see what you're doing. You're plotting. You guys are plotting. I'm all for it. Do it. Do it. And thank you for promoting the channel. That is kind of it's the route I'd like to go. It tasted different that time. Now that one was a little dry in the end because I wasn't paying attention. Shit. But yeah, I think the biggest thing about Whiskey Tube is the people who watch Whiskey Tube talk about other Whiskey Tube stuff. I know I found out about Adriana's channel just from word of mouth mostly. And I think the same thing happened with Trev. because he was the pregame to Bourbon Night before I was the pregame to Bourbon Night, believe it or not. And what else? Oh, there's the other song. Great. Back to square one. Who else did that happen to? I'm not sure. I kind of wish there was a way to check when you subscribe to a channel. That would be helpful. That's a nice little option they should put in, like how long you've been subscribed to a channel. I know I've been subscribed to Whiskey Vault for a very long time, since it started. Basically. Ugh. No, I'm going to do this. All right. On to B. I'm getting distracted again. As usual. As always. Ah, wait a minute. I forgot. Just for a moment. Oh, yeah. Let's try something. I'm glad I feel so strongly about that. I am the biggest doubter of my palate ever. But I'm able to pick out a rye of some sort. At least there's some rye in it, at the very least. Ow. Ugh. Ouchie, ouch. Proof is up there, I suppose. Whew. Oh, what's this stuff? Brown sugar and pickles. Good grief. Some people get that from rye. That's the weird thing. I don't. Like, I can understand dill as a note in a rye, but I usually get eucalyptus or black licorice instead. Yeah, I mean, because there's some I have no idea. I know I subscribe to them. This account has been my only YouTube account for as long as I can remember. But I didn't make any content for the longest time. Like most people, it was just a YouTube account. And then I found out I could actually make content on here, and it just started doing it. But I have all these subscriptions. I had to do a subscription purge not long ago because there was just a bunch, and I don't watch them anymore. Some of them had stopped making content. I know there was one young lady who retired. She was probably 25 or something, 26, whatever. But she had a very long and successful career. I'm sure she's fine. She's very well off now. But I do know one thing I can thank her for. I don't remember her channel name right off the bat. It was her name, and I'm terrible with names. That doesn't help. But she was the one who made this whiskey summer drink. It was, I remember the drink, of course. It was iced tea, maple syrup, a little bit of lemon, like a squirt of lemon, and Maker's Mark. So it was this lovely little summer cocktail drink that I found out. That was how I started getting whiskey. I went to cocktails first, and that was one. Oh, gosh, look who it is. Mr. 3,000 subscribers. How dare you show your face here? I'm joking. Hello. Nice to see you, Trev. A pleasure, sir. Looking forward to your stream. If I make it, my brain is fried today. As I mentioned earlier, I forgot to take my meds last night, and it feels like there's a bowling ball right about here in the eye of my skull. And it's behind my eyes, and I want to go to take a nap. It sucks. This one's reminding me of Elijah Craig. And that's a weird thing to say. Yeah. That's weird. I like that I can actually say things like that now. That means I've had enough whiskey experience, at least. Like, no, okay, here's the thing. A is reminding me of Elijah Craig suddenly. B is making me think of Whistle Pig Rye still. These two, C and D, I can't quite figure out what it is, but I like it. C is still the one I prefer best at the moment, but they're shapeshifters. They're changing it up as I just let them sit there. They're all covered. All of these are covered. I have no idea what any of them are. It's a blind. It's MGP blind flight. Envelope is still closed. MGP goodness. Still closed. Oh. I gotta find my card opener. Yes. I'll need that. Okay. Now I'm curious. This has been an hour of me like playing with these, so to speak. I feel like a cat, just like, what is it? I don't know. That's the feeling I have at the moment. I'm gonna go back and forth between C and D just to finalize. Pretty sure I know what's going on here. I bet you are. The thirst is real. Wait, what was that commercial? There was a commercial. Quench your thirst or something like that. Was it Gatorade? I don't remember. I should not. I don't want to remember that, but I guess it is. The thirst quencher. That's what it was. Bourbon. Bourbon. The thirst quencher. Perfect. Try to make a t-shirt. No. C is really good. Shit. Oh, I'm not wrong there. That's delicious. I really like that one. A little spicy, a little sweet, a little bit of caramel. Use that little spicy tingle at the tip of my tongue there. Good running. Hello, welcome. Welcome. That whiskey nose guy. Sitting outside and drinking whiskey. How dare he? I wish I could sit outside and drink whiskey, damn it. If I did that, I feel like I'd be one of those guys on like in the woods somewhere, just sitting on the porch with like a shotgun in my lap, just waiting for someone to show up. I don't know why. Except it's more Western-ish because I got the mustache. I'd probably have a cowboy hat on. Why am I thinking Westerns? I'm drinking too much bourbon, apparently, or whatever this is. MGP. On to D once more. I don't like shotguns. I don't like guns, for the record, but suddenly I had that mental image in my brain. I'm happy to play with the guns in games, though. In fact, the game I've been playing the most lately, Division 2, that's all I do. Find the best weapon. And they're all actual guns. So anything I know about guns is from that game, probably. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not wrong here. Okay. I think I've made my decision. I just need to stick with it. Yeah, D is just a little spicier than C. And not as sweet. So I could have a bit more rye in it as well. Maybe. And it's a little dry. That's right. D is a little drier. It's a little bit spicier. It's not as sweet as C. C is wonderful, whatever it is. B is reminding me of some kind of rye. It's reminding me of Whistle Pig. And while A is pretty good, it just kind of, that's it. It tastes good, and then it's gone. I'll check one more time. And it smells like Elijah Craig, and I'm getting that weird smell thing I don't like. It's not prominent. But it's definitely reminding me of Elijah Craig, which is really weird. That's the weird part. It's turning into Elijah Craig. It's bizarre. And I have a good amount of Elijah Craig with me, so that might be part of it. I'm just thinking of it because I have a lot. Yeah, that I could see. No Southern gentleman would let me do that, though, since I'm a damn Yankee, as they say in some places. I don't know if anyone says that, honestly. That seems silly. New Englander. Digging up some old school terminology right there. All right, so final rating is, I feel like it should be a drum roll. Trev, drum roll, please. He's not here. He might be. C is the one I prefer the most. This is not working. C is my first choice. D is second. A is third. B is fourth. So, I need a pen. Oh, there you go. Shocker. Ow! It's fine. It's fine. Sorry about that. That was probably low. Thank you, Trev. And Zenbu. Thank you, thank you. So I'm going to write this down on the back of this so I have it as a reference. You're not going to see my handwriting because it's terrible. So the rating here is 1 through 4. 1, 2, 3. And I said I was going to do it backwards. I didn't because I forgot. Big surprise. Top dog here is C, per my tastes. Number 2 is D. Number 3 is A. And number 4 is B. You have no idea how hard it was for me to do that. To try and focus on that thought for that long. All right, final showdown here. My preference to least preference for me, C, D, A, B. Kadab. Kadab. There we go. Again, unopened, as you see. I have no idea. MGP goodness for those of you who haven't been here. That's what we're trying. That's what we've been sipping on, and now I'm going to enjoy the rest of them and find out what the hell they are. Oh, and because I don't know if anyone's been here. A reminds me of Elijah Craig. B is seriously reminding me of a Whistle Pig Rye. C is caramelly deliciousness and sweetness, just a little spice. It's right, as they say, for my tastes of bourbon. I hope it's Smoke Wagon. It probably isn't. It's a little too tame. D might be Smoke Wagon. I'm going to assume there is no Smoke Wagon in this, however. And D is very similar to C, except it's a little drier, not as sweet, and a little spicier. There you go. Whoop. Welcome, Matinos. No problem. I want to say hi, you know. When I see you on before I go live, I want to at least say hello. But I also needed, that moment of, okay, he's going live. I need to get ready to go live. I told you, my meds are... Forgot to take them last night, and there are repercussions to that. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. All right. Do your job. It's actually a pretty thick envelope, really. I think of a legal envelope. No, it doesn't want to. It doesn't want to tear like I want it to. There we go. There we go. That's what that's supposed to do. Oh. Connor Pasquizzi says the next pour of Weston is very interesting. Going to need to drink a lot more to get started. You got the whole weekend. Oh, all right. Here we go, folks. The reveal. That'd be an odd way to end the stream. It's not over yet. I got another hour. I got another 56, 40. I got time. It's going to be hard to read with your eyes closed. Ah. Oh. Well, now I know. Thanks for tuning in. No, I'm kidding. All right. Oh, why doesn't that surprise me? They're all pretty up there, but as per usual, oh God, really? That would explain the last one. Whew. Okay. Ooh. Are you ready? Have you prepare yourselves? Because this is a lineup, to say the least. And he only did 2, technically. He only did 2. Again, technically. Oh, that's so weird. None of them are Smoke Wagon. Just so we're clear. Number A. Old Carter Bourbon Batch 10. 116.8 proof. That's the one that made me think of Elijah Craig. I don't know why. It did. Here's something that makes me feel better in my soul. Don't have a soul. In my heart. I have one of those, I think. Number B. Obtainium Rye Whiskey. Great. I can tell rye when it's in the lineup, and I have no idea. 120.2 proof. So I got that anyway. It was a rye, and I found that out because of eucalyptus. Number C. The one I like the most. Old Carter American Whiskey Batch 5, 134.9. Oh, sheesh. I wouldn't have known that. However, the last one, number D, which I thought was pretty spicy, a little spicy, less sweet. Something about it, you know? Yeah, there was something about it, all right. Number D, Obtainium Light Whiskey, Jigs Store Pick, 140.2 proof. I will say that again, 140.2 proof. But I don't think I've ever had anything that high. Ever. That is bonkers. Like, I'm not great at math, but I know if I cut that in half, that's 70%. And that's a lot. That's a lot. I don't think I've ever had anything over than 65, maybe, or 66. That's it. Alberta Premium, 66 is the highest I've ever gone until now. Woo, boy. So that's, nuts. However, I'm very happy to know that Old Carter American Whiskey Batch 5 is something I really liked. I would never have guessed that proof. It was delicious. Delicious. I'm going to have to let the likes know that I preferred that the best. That was amazing. And then, of course, I'm dumbstruck that I said Obtainium was second. Because it's good, but it's not like Old Carter. But Old Carter is reminding me of Elijah Craig. It's the lowest proof out of all of them, too. And then, of course, B was a rye. And I knew that. Like, that was the only thing I was definitely certain about, was that number B was a rye. Guaranteed. But the funny part is, of course, that it's the two of them, the four of them, Old Carters and Obtainium. Which I think I've only had once or twice. Hold on. I got a sample over here. I got to see what it is. No, that's the other one that's really high, though. I've had a Hazmat. Oh, so Hazmat's the one that's higher. Yeah, I have a Hazmat here. Never mind, I'm a liar. I've had a sample of this Triple Down Light Whiskey, 147.4. Crazy. That is something that you need to drink slowly. Well, you have it, folks. We're done. Go away. No, I'm kidding. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to enjoy this Old Carter American Whiskey, and I'm going to finish off the rest. Ooh, should I mix them together? You know what I'll do? Oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, hold on. I got to think about this for a minute. Since these are both the same, sort of, we have Obtainium words, and Old Carter. I'm going to mix the Old Carters together and the Obtainiums together. I feel like this is a mistake, however. I'm going to say that right now. Because mixing a rye with a light whiskey, and they're both up there, it's probably going to collapse. Same with the other two. The Old Carter Bourbon Batch 2. Well, the Old Carter Bourbon Batch 10 will likely get obliterated by the Old Carter American Whiskey Batch 5. American whiskey. That is different. So they're all different, but they're all somehow the same. Sort of. Well, two of them. You know what I mean? My point is, I'm going to mix them together. Just one more sip of this one, though, because it's really good. Question for the masses. Does anyone know anything about Old Carter American Whiskey Batch 5? Why is it so damn good? Is my question. I imagine it's very expensive. Knowing the likes. I imagine most of these are pretty much up there in some way, shape, or form. Keep in mind, up there means more than $40 for me. So we're clear. I want to get my price range there. $40 is where I typically like to stop. And usually don't somehow. Thanks to viewers like you. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell. Join the Patreon. Patreon's been very helpful, honestly, just for BS. Any funds that are coming at me lately are still going to my parents' repayment, although it does feel a bit silly. But it's hard to say. My parents spent a lot of money to repair my car. I've given them a good amount back, but they also continue to pay me for what I do for their Jimson recording business, the audiobooks. That's also a link down below if you want to listen to the Whiskey Women audiobook. That's the one that got me into whiskey anyway. And I believe Roy talked about it briefly on his stream because that was part of my journey, my whiskey introduction. Anyway, so I do like graphic design stuff and audio work for my parents still. So I'm getting paid, sort of, but not really, since I don't have to do much. It's more gas and food money mostly. So it always feels weird to give them money back, knowing they're just going to take that money and throw it back at me, which I don't. In this case, however, there was a deficit, $1,500 into the car repair, and I've never been able to pay them anything. But thanks to you guys, I have been able to do that a bit, a good chunk actually. I have to extend. I'm sending them more soon, but I have to wait until after Wednesday of this. Wait, we started on Wednesday. Ooh, that's the best. So I'll have to wait until after next Wednesday, because if the government's sending you Social Security disability, you get it every second Wednesday of each month, which changes. So if the month starts on a Monday, we'll say, let's not Sunday. Say it starts on a Sunday. You will not get your monthly deposit until a week and a half. Okay. Now think of this. If the month starts on a Thursday, which happens, you will not get your monthly deposit for almost 2 weeks. But in this case, I will get my monthly deposit in a week, because we started on a Wednesday. That's the first Wednesday. And then the second Wednesday, which is a week from now, less than a week from now. Those are my favorite, because then I don't have to worry about paying for rent, which is what the insurance, the social SSDI does. It goes to rent and then it's gone. Oh, thus the financial support from my parents is vital to pay for gas and bills. Oh God, I forgot all the bills. Gas, electric, cable. Cable is ridiculous, if you aren't aware. I don't watch television, and yet still it's about $100 a month just to have the internet. I don't know what's up with that. So the question now, as I shift gears, because I went off tangent. Money. Money is always a concern in my head, don't worry. Patreon helps that immensely, though. I get to pay some bills and, grow the channel a bit. Buy whiskey, as I got to do earlier this week. So I'm looking forward to those. I was told to do that. They said, buy yourself something special for the anniversary, and I did. Boy, did I. So what are the thoughts on Old Carter Bourbon Batch 10, Obtainium Rye Whiskey, Old Carter American Whiskey Batch 5, and Obtainium Light Whiskey in general? Like, it says it's a store pick, Jig's store pick. What a funny name for a store. And the proof is ridiculous, 140.2. That's biznalkers, to say the very least. I'd think of that. It's good. I like. And I am glad that I picked out the rye. That was my highlight for the evening. I could pick out that one of them was rye. Yay. And this one, C is delicious. Yes, Bourbon, it's you. It's all you. I think everyone's drinking. Probably. That's so good. Ooh. I'm gonna uncap all of these now. There's no point in having them covered anymore. Ugh. Oh. Oh, spicy. Delish. All right, here we go. I got to remember which is which. I believe. So I'm going to pour what's left of C into A. So we're mixing both old Carters together, even though one's an American whiskey and one's bourbon. And although I do like C as is, I'm just curious to see what will happen. Where did... I guess typo negative is always in my head, some way, shape, or form. Loving you, loving you, loving you. Like all right. Oh my god, give me the steak and potatoes, whiskey samurai. Why? Potatoes. This also feels like a mistake. I wonder. I'm curious about what obtainium. Why can't I say obtainium? Obtainium. Keep trying to say obtainium far too quickly, and my brain and my mouth do not agree on how that is done. Apparently. All right, mixing. Wait, where'd it go? Mixing the rye, obtainium rye, with the obtainium light whiskey. Now, these are pretty high proof, so it might explode. Okay, it didn't explode. Touche, as is said by people who say touche. Now we've done it. We've made it 2 blends. These are disturbing creations, monstrous, if you will, beasts of proof. They probably are not friends right now. I'm going to blend them together as best I can by doing that. That's blending right there. You just spin them around or blend it immediately. Oops. Okay, sure. Blending the centrifuge. Let's go. Beauty. Casey at the bat. Yes, Jan Cohen. The obtainium light whiskey is 140.2 proof. And that was D. That was my second one. That was number 2, oddly enough. And I would have no idea that is how high it was in proof. It was spicy. It was doing that thing to my nose where I was going like that. So that was definitely the proof, I'm going to say. And it was dry. It was doing a dry thing. I should have written some of this down, actually. But oh well. It's on record. It's on record? It's on record. I've recorded did it. So if I ever want to know, I can just watch this entire thing all over again. I'm not going to do that. I try my best not to watch these over because that would be uncomfortable. I feel like I got a little too much sun on my arm or something. I hope not. I do not need more polka dots. Thank you very much. For those of you who've seen me without a shirt on, which would be none of you, I actually have polka dots all over here, too. I look like a freaking... What are they called? Well, I can't remember. Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, Jadzia Dax. She has a symbiote, and her race is called... Nope, it's not there. It's in there, but it's not there right now. Oh yeah, it says on the rye in it. Trill. They're Trill. God damn it, that was annoying. They have a freckle thing going all the way down their body. I am similar, apparently. Thank you, Zambud. Took me a minute. It's in there, just if I have to stop thinking about it. Hi, Ma. Trill. 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 All right, well. The double blends don't smell too bad. The old Carter kind of went mute. Like, honestly, it just doesn't smell like much of anything now. smells like a bourbon, kind of. And this smells a little bit like a rye. What a shock. I'm not surprised that's the more forward note. So maybe no. I'm going to taste that one second because it's got rye in it. But this mixture of the old Carters, she likes to be called Mama KillCo, I think. It's her thing when she's here. Okay. Well, the old Carter is not, it's not improved by mixing them together. It's just kind of flat-ish and a little spicy at the end, and that's it. Aha. Dad's hacked your system again. I got it. You've been hacked, Mom, by Dad. Look out. Oh, hi. Too close. Oh, my nose. That did not feel good. What I should talk about now that we got 30 minutes left. Trev Wilson asks, aka the Bourbon Wrench, will be going live on his channel in about 30 minutes for his 3,000 subs and 1 year celebration. He just needs to send me a 500 something odd subs and we'll be fine. But congrats to him for that. That's intense. But we were talking earlier about clickbait. I think that's something I'm going to have to look into, but it has to be legitimate. Like, I don't want to make a video called, the 5 top bourbons, that thing, that little trend that happened. 5 most sought after whiskeys, 5 best bourbons, 5 amazing ryes, 5 Irish favorites, something. That stuff I know is clickbait, and I would click on it too, but I don't want to. I don't want to make those. I could do my favorites. So I could say my top 5 favorite bourbons. Maybe. But I don't like that. I don't like any of it. I'm trying to think of ways to phrase it. Irresistible Irish I have loved. I mean, there are a few. I won't lie to you. They're not exactly irresistible, but they are very good. And I have at least 1, 2, 3. Oh, that one's really good. So 3, 4. 4. Yeah, there's at least 4 that I have that are like. Maybe that's what I'll do. I won't do a top 5. I'll do a top 4 or 4 favorites because 4 is a easier thing for me to handle in my brain. I don't like. That's what it is. I don't like odd numbers, except 7. 7's the only odd number I like. Everything else is like 4 and 8. 4, 8, 6, 12, 10. I don't like math, by the way. Whiskey Women and Wonderful Blues. Well, I can't do a Whiskey Women one. Doesn't cut it here. There's no Whiskey Women here, other than the book, which is linked down below. Whoa. Nope. That didn't improve. It's just spicier. Oh, well. You know what's going to happen. I wonder how these will hold up with ice. I'll probably do that. What I will do off camera is I'm going to mix them all together and then add ice because I'm just going to blow them up pretty much. I'm going to mix them together, add ice, and it's just going to, adding ice is going to make a mess of it. But also it's very high proof, by the by, for those of you just showing up. Taste to tingle your tongue. No. There are plenty of videos I've seen. Like, I've looked into it. I've looked into what to call videos for people to click on them. And it's the same thing I'd click on. I have an idea. I have a list. I have a name list. but I haven't touched it yet because I don't want it to. I don't want to use that. If I do use any of them, I have to have them in my own way, so they're not straight up clickbait. It has to be my genuine recommendations, not. Which I guess most of them are for most people, but oh god, I'm very resistant to doing what is. How do I phrase this? I don't like doing what works if I don't like how it works. If that makes sense. And one thing I never liked is advertisement, and it's everywhere now. You're never away from it. It's scary. I could do that. I've done one. That's the funny thing. I've actually done one video like that, or two maybe, from early on. You would have to go back at least a year plus to see one of the first videos I did like that. And that was actually just because I wanted to do it. And I still have some of those bottles. That's the funny part. Proof isn't the proof. Tastes the pie proof. I don't like turkey that much, Ma. I really don't. Although I did get that for next week's meal thing, which is something I can do thanks to viewers like you. Please be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell and join my Patreon. Link down below. So even that I don't like saying, but those I genuinely want people to do, to donate to the channel, to subscribe to the Patreon. It does help. Whoops. Look at my phone to make sure nothing like that has happened. I haven't been saying anything. I haven't been promoting a giveaway. Hey, you son of, I knew it. Well, thank you, sir. I'm glad you like the mustache. Tom, see you there. Well, he sent me emails. I can't look at them now. Whiskey road trips. That'd be fun. I've done those, but those are very brief. I'm still mulling over doing that road trip to Kentucky. Mulling being the word because of the car and me not being sure it'll make it. We'll see. It's a maybe. Sleeping in the car the whole way there, driving the whole way there. I could do it. I don't mind doing things like that. It's just once I get to the location, that's when things get sketch. And it'll be November, so there's that as well. All right, let's take a sip of this other one. This rye concoction with the obtainium. Now, for those of you just joining us, this mixture is a mix of, why did I put it away? This is a mix of, a blend of, if you will, obtainium rye whiskey, which is 120.2 proof, obtainium light whiskey, a store pick, a Jigs store pick. Don't know where that is. 140.2. So let's just say this is a very, very, very high proof blend. And I'm not quite sure what it's going to do since it's a light whiskey and a rye. But I'm fairly sure the rye is going to take over. That's where I'm at right now with that thought. Oh, yeah. Spicy. Very spicy. Oh. There's like a nice cinnamon vanilla note there. That was interesting. Ooh. Yeah, spicy. You know what? Yeah, it's hot though. It's staying there. Right there. However, although I did pick the Obtainium light whiskey as my second favorite, and the rye was at the bottom, mixing them together improves them both just a bit. Like it tones down the rye, and the Obtainium doesn't seem as dry. So that's good. That's a nice little surprise. Yeah, I think I like them mixed together better. Well, that's good, at least. But I'm also keenly aware that that is a very high proof whiskey. And even though there's only like this much, that's quite a bit, considering. Especially since I've drank out of both of those. There's still this much left in the other one, which I will be adding to that near the end of the stream, I think, and then getting some ice, because this I'm taking the rest of the night to drink that, very likely. But that was fun. I enjoyed that. I really do enjoy blind flights. If you want to donate a blind flight to the channel, you can. You can get in touch with me on Instagram or via my email, which is killco77@hotmail.com. I should probably just put that in chat. But then I have to do something. Ooh. Hold on. Trying to just copy paste stuff is harder than you think. Oh my gosh. I'll just type it. I'll just type it. There we go. You can find me at that email link if you would like to send a blind flight of whatever, as long as it's not terrible. Like, don't send me terrible stuff unless we're prepared for that. If you say, I'm going to send you a flight of stuff I hate, well, I'll do it, but just tell me you don't like it first. Or let me know it's bourbon, or like this one, MGP. That was fun. I like MGP, and I haven't had a lot of their stuff. I was hoping one was a smoke wagon, but I'm glad that I found out that I like the Old Carter number 5. I'm going to have to look into that one. I feel like that's probably a really expensive one. Old Carter. I get Old Carter and Old Forester mixed up for some reason because they both start with old. What else do I get confused sometimes with? Not Old Carter. Old Carter and what? There's another one. Hold on. Checking the price of the Old Carter Batch 5. Of course. Of course. Hundreds of dollars. Why wouldn't it be? It's very good. I wouldn't say it's worth $300, but it's good. But Old Carter is the one that's stupid expensive sometimes. I'm thinking of something else specifically, but I can't think of what. Not Old Forester. Not Old Pulteney. Nothing like that. Brah. Oh, my brains. Now I have to drink these. That's going to be the hard part. Now I'm going to just mix them together now. Scott Pigsley, hello. Welcome. Welcome to the show. We've wound down the blind flight, but what a blind flight it was. Amy Bohm, hello. Nice to see you. We're having MGP, or I'm having MGP, and I'm about to do a chaos blend, mixing all 4 samples together. Probably a bad idea. It's okay. I'll tell you the final results, unless you want to watch the whole thing, which you can do anyway. But we have had, well, first I'll tell you the order. Trying to figure out how to do this. All right. I'll tell you what my preferences were. It's not on here. So my preferences for this blind were C, D, A, and B. Kadab. Those happen to be Bourbon Baller, hello. Drive safe, sir. I'm so glad you're here, but you also freak me out whenever you're listening and driving. So I'll tell you what they are from my preferences here. So C, which is the one I like the most, was Old Carter American Whiskey Batch 5. Delicious. Caramel sweetness. Lovely whiskey. D was Obtanium Light Whiskey, a store pick, Jig store pick, 140.2 proof, and the Old Carter was 134.9 proof. So I feel fine at the moment. Let's just say A was Old Carter Bourbon Batch 10, 116.8 proof, and D, which is the one, or B, sorry, B was Obtanium, I can't say Obtanium Rye Whiskey. And that was the fun part, and it was 120.2 proof. The fun part about that was I knew it was a rye the whole time. from start till now, B was a rye, and I knew it. So at the very least, I got to pick that one out as a rye, which made me, I was pleased with that. It's freaked me out a little bit. Artsy Soul, hello. Welcome. Oh, lovely. So nice to see you. I've heard such good things. That samurai guy, he's nuts. He's crazy. He likes some crazy Tennessee whiskey, I hear. Rumor has it. There we go. Look, it's amazing. It's like a whirlpool. I love it. Oh, whoa, hi. The rye has been tamped down even more. What's in the glass at the moment is I just mixed it all together. It's glorious. So it's tamer. Oh, I should start saying stuff about the streams. All right. This is the pregame, technically, for its bourbon wrench. Boy, the bourbon wrench. He is going live in about 13 minutes. He is celebrating his 1 year and 3,000 subs. Tell him KillCo sent you. Because technically I did. I mean, if you're listening to this. And congrats to him. He's giving away a Stag Junior 16 year. So if you ever want to get your hands on that, you have the opportunity. Someday I'll be able to give away bottles. Today is not that day. Unless people want to start donating them, that I can give them away. That's happened on Hoppity Rolls. That blew my mind every time it happens. I mean, you could ask Scotch Down Under. It might. It might. And boom. Lost my train of thought. I just had my 2-year channelversary on Wednesday. We're almost at 500 subs. So if you haven't subbed, do it. I mean, if you'd like. If you enjoy the content and the streams, please do. Hit the like button. Ding the bell. Ding dong the bell. Ding ding the bell. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch soul, the witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong. I shouldn't have said that. Oh. Yes, the climb to 500 subs is the halfway point to 1,000. And there's a bottle over there that was donated that I can't open until I hit 500 subs. And I want to open it. It's Angel's Envy. I haven't had one in so long. Don't do that. Be careful. Yeah. Are people grand? Ooh, excuse me. Scott Pigsley. What? Thank you. It's going up a lot. I won't lie to you. The subs have kind of bumped over the past week or so. Part of me is just convincing myself it's because I finally did a video about Blanton's. So as soon as I say welcome to Tatertown, people are interested. Also, Mash and Drum did a stream about bourbons. He did a stream about Blanton's that night, which was not planned, by the way. It just happened that I got a Blanton's right about the same time he got that thing set up. It's glorious. And now I got my body lies over the ocean. Where does this come from? Who is doing this to me? Scott Pingsley, yes, it's the algorithm. The YouTube overlords, they want me to make clickbait. They do. I just resist and resist and resist. We were talking about this just a few minutes ago, saying, I want to make content that people will click on, but I don't want to make clickbait. So I have to find that line I can walk. And what I want to tell people about my whiskey experience is the real hard part. Since most of the videos I make are generally the idea lately, or finally, are I'm sharing the whiskey experience with the viewer. And hopefully maybe even enjoying the whiskey experience as they enjoy the whiskey experience. That's part of the idea. I like kind of a, I thought about it for a while, and I realized this is kind of, my videos are starting to be a Bob Ross-esque experience. It's like, why don't you join me today as we try this whiskey for the first time? Now here we're going to pour the whiskey. Look at that color. Isn't that beautiful? I can just see myself doing something like that. But I'm not wrong, where I'm literally trying to get it so if you have the bottle, you can taste along and sample along and do the little tasting experience with me. I like it, but once I started picturing myself doing a Bob Ross thing, it just stuck. And it's hilarious. Look at that color. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, it's stuck in my head now. Can't get it out. This doesn't smell too bad, the blend. Oh, God, 10. Does anybody think too much of me? Whoa, that's hot. I could do 5, maybe. 5 is a nice number because everyone does this. Like, my hand, 5. Potato root. I can do something stupid. Like, if I would happily do a stupid video over a clickbait video. Like, best bourbons to help grow your mustache or something like that. You know, similar to what you're saying, that will twirl your mustache. It's like a dumbass shit. Like, you can grow best bourbons to grow a mustache with, the bourbons that will help you grow the best mustache. Absolute bullshit. You know, this is not true, but it would sound funny, and I kind of like the idea. Best bourbon for your stash. Ooh. Best bourbon for your stash. Shit. I need to write that down. Copyright. No, I'm kidding. And then, of course, I'll be there like this on the thumbnail. That I can get behind because it's not as clickbaity and it's got a little bit of humor and a twist of the words. Oh, perfect. And then it can be best Irish whiskey for your stash, best Scotch for your stash. Scotch for your stash sounds pretty good because of the S's. What else? Best Japanese whiskey for your stash. I don't have enough Japanese whiskey yet. If there is a Japanese whiskey you would recommend or you want to donate to the channel, you can get in touch with me via my email, KillCo77@hotmail.com, or send a donation in the link below. That'd be sweet. 10 best mediocre bourbons. The 10 best meh bourbons. The 10 best not so good bourbons. Yeah. It has to be fun and funny. I mean, even Adriana was saying I have this weird, well, not weird. She said a wit or something along those lines, dry sense of humor. I can go with that. Like the idea of saying the best bourbon for your stash. That's perfect. Because, you know, mustache, stash of whiskey. It clicks in that right way. I have wry humor. Yeah, you're right. That's true. It's definitely wry humor. Curl your hair. My hair doesn't curl. I've heard about it. I saw it. It crossed my radar, Scott. I may watch it at some point. I don't know what happened, but I'm sure just because it was, you know, Bob Ross was very successful, I can guarantee that some sleazy shit happened after he was gone, unfortunately. Don't know if that's true. Haven't seen the documentary, but it feels like it's hinting at that. There you go. I would happily say stupid shit. You know, absolutely. Someone would see it and be like, what? And then you click on it. That I can understand. Or it's not exactly clickbait, but it's just blatantly, obviously not true. The 10 bourbons that'll turn your hair red. You know, that. Blatantly a lie. Not true at all. However, I feel like if I did one like that, I would find some of the more reddish hued bourbons I could find. And then I would simply just put on an orange wig at the end and be ridiculous about it. I have a Mad Hatter wig somewhere. It's all. If you've ever seen the Mad Hatter movie, you know. Oh. Yeah, it's true, John. I mean, it's Suntory Beam now. I gotta say, Japanese whiskey is pretty damn good. I still really like the Nika from the barrel, even though I know it's not technically Japanese whiskey. Yes, Mom, it is. There are two large corporations that merged, Jim Beam and Suntory. And now there's Beam and Suntory. So it's a huge mega corporation that sells whiskey of all kinds. I like where you're going with that, Amy Baum. Top 10 whiskeys to please your partner. That's funny. I'll have to look into that because I used to work with magazines. I used to have to work at a Barnes & Noble where I had to deal with the magazine section. I hated magazines so much. Oh, God, they're all garbage. But I could easily see myself looking at some bullshit magazine titles and being like, yeah, it works. It works for magazine titles. It can work for me. Oh, yeah, my mom was talking about this Japanese method iced coffee. I haven't looked into it yet. What is Nika from the barrel? It's good. I'll tell you that. But it's something they did before all the Japanese regulations became a thing. So I'm fairly certain it's a scotch and they did something to it or they blended it with some other scotch and released it as a Japanese whiskey. I don't know anything about it. I would suggest looking that up, but it's still good. And it's not a smoky scotch or anything. It's just a lovely Speyside kind of with something else about it. I'd have to pour it. I may do that later. I won't. I have too many I have a giant pour of some very high proof stuff in front of me, so that's gonna put in the back burner. Yeah, it's not. It's the thing. There's a lot of sketchy stuff with Japanese whiskey until recently. Look it up. It's on look up Whiskey Tribe Japanese whiskey because I know they did something about how they talked about the Japanese boom. Like Japanese whiskey became very popular very quickly. And then people found out, oh, it's not exactly Japanese whiskey because they have different rules about it. And yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I don't get into it. I just know what I heard and it kind of fades away. Yeah, Suntory owns Jim Beam. Sazerac, Buffalo Trace, Distillers, Blanton's. It gets too complicated for me. Brands owning different brands and what's what. I can barely understand. I'm still getting used to the fact that there are a lot of Buffalo Trace products that I like. It's weird. Mike Franklin, hello. We only got like 2 minutes left, but watch the replay. We had some very interesting blind flights stuff, or a blind flight that was very interesting. I was able to pick out the rye. That was nice. I'm going to send all of you to Trev. Well, I'm not going to send you there, but Trev is going live next, as per usual. He is going to be doing a celebratory stream for his 1-year channelversary. He is not donating, but he's raffling off the, why did my screen go weird? Stag 16 year, something weird like that. Tell him KillCo sent you. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell and maybe join the Patreon if you want to keep this channel rolling. Join the train to 500 subs / 1,000 subs someday. Gonna be fun. Is it Beam Suntory? Oh, Suntory Beam. Whatever, same thing. Well, everything's moving. So I'm going to take a while to drink this little concoction, this mad scientist blended whiskey. But thank you all for being here. I will be here on Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, don't know what the hell I'm going to do yet. Kind of depends. If I hit 500 subs, I know what I'm going to do. Otherwise, I'll figure something else out. There's Bourbon Heritage Month all this month. That'll be fun. I have many bourbons to try still, so don't worry about that. Oh, Sunbeam. That's a good one. That is a good one. Well, everything's moving too fast. Thank you all for being here. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you out there.